ABC's new series has the working title The Conners. The 10 episodes that have been greenlit by ABC are set to premiere this fall and are looking to grab that Rosanne audience. They'll air in the old show's time slot, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. ABC saying Rosanne agreed to have no financial or creative involvement in the spinoff. Rosanne issuing a statement, quote, "I regret the circumstances that have caused me to be removed from Rosanne. I agreed to the settlement in order that 200 jobs of beloved cast and crew could be saved, and I wish the best for everyone involved." The new show's cast members, including John Goodman, issuing a statement saying, quote, "We all came back last season because we wanted to tell stories about the challenges facing a working class family today. We are so happy to have the opportunity to return with the cast and crew." Now, after Rosanne was the highest rated series of the broadcast season, there are big questions about how much of that audience will return. But this move should help ABC hold on to at least some of the $60 million in ad revenue Kantar projected that Rosanne would have brought in next season. And of course, this saves some 200 jobs among that cast and crew. Kelly, back over to you.
Julia, it's a pretty big risk for them, right? I mean, I can't imagine they would put a series like this that has been basically untested into such a prominent role if they weren't hoping that it could salvage the whole Rosanne debacle, right?
Well, remember, Kelly, this show is less untested than an entirely new show. They had a hole in their time slot where Rosanne would have been, and now they know that there is a dedicated fan base to some of those other characters. So I think they're probably going to be playing on the familiarity of the family of the show when they bring it back, and really trying to remember that the show was not just Rosanne. It was a whole family of people around her. So I think it's less of a risk than starting from scratch, and hopefully they'll be able to hang on to some of those viewers. We have to remember what a huge hit this was for broadcast TV. So we'll see how it turns out in the fall.
Julia, do you think Mr. Iger's weighed in on this decision, or that his attention's a little bit elsewhere?
He is probably very busy these days, but it sounds like he was very much involved in the decision to cancel the show initially. And this is a big deal for them. So I suspect he was probably consulted.
A big deal, but there's a bigger deal.
And I'm just thinking about, how how common is it to see a successful spinoff of a very successful show? I'm sure there,
Do you remember the Joey spinoff after Friends? Not very good.
Exactly. There's been a lot that haven't worked, Julia. That's the only thing I'm wondering is just, granted it has a lot of the same people, but it's hard with that chemistry.
It has all the same people except for one very important one, Kelly. And there are some examples of this type of thing happening, especially in the 80s and 90s. I think this is different, though, in that it's about the same family. It's not like it's all of the friends were from, in Friends, and then Joey went it alone. And I think they're going to try to use the fact that this was such a controversial thing that was in the headlines as publicity for the show. So we'll see if all of the buzz of what we're talking about now and over the past month translates into buzz for the show. And of course, it all comes down to how good the show is.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.